Okay, take two. I already started trying to record this, but I got an emergency call yesterday, so hopefully won't get any more of those. I'm gonna have a crack. Right, so I did actually start my unboxing, so I know some of the grades, so I'm not gonna pretend. I'll just pick up where I left off. So, public service announcement, I'm not getting my arse out tonight. Bal, if you're around the telly with the kids, go and do something else, mate, 'cause it's not happening tonight. And then the other thing is, these books, most of them were pressed by Matt Fuller of Fantasy Row Comics. Cheers, Matt. Great service. He did tell me I was going to be diamond hard when I see what he's done to my shit books. So, great customer service as ever from Matt. Let's see if I'm diamond hard. Right, so the first one that I pulled out was Little Batman Adventures number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. I bought this raw years ago. I think I paid probably 300 quid, so probably quite a lot. For the time, I thought it was really sharp, but when it got to Matt, we did spot some spine ticks, hence it's only got the 9.4. Not a terrible grade, for what it's worth, retains a bit of value. I'm not sure I'm going to keep this. Don't really know. May or may not go in the PC. Most of the books I buy for PC, I don't buy for spec, but don't know. Don't know if I'm happy with that one. The next one, this was a real disappointment. So MYX3 looked really sharp. And this one was a bit of an experiment because it couldn't be pressed, because on the front there was a little, almost like a printing defect. It was almost, and it was raised, like it was embossed onto the cover, so couldn't be pressed out because it would have flattened in the wrong way. So to be honest, I submitted it to see how that little embossed floor was going to come out. So it's a blue label, so obviously it looked like a printing defect, but you never know with CGC. So they obviously consider it a printing defect. And annoyingly, when you look at the notes for this, the things that they've said, like, there's a light crease down the centre of the cover, which I'll be honest, I can't see. And the same on the back, which again, I can't see. They could be pressed out. So I am wondering if there's going to be a way to crack this and press this to bump the grade. Still, I mean, again, value-wise, it still holds its value. First appearance of, what's she called? Laura something? I can't even remember. His brain's gone. X23. So yeah, I don't know. Not sure. I'm just not 100% sure what to do with this one. So what I also got, so let's just do these in the right order. I accidentally found out this grade because Matt, it's a long story, it doesn't matter. He told somebody else my book's grade because they thought it was his, but then it turned out to be mine. It's a great story. We should do it over a beer sometime. So this one, Amazing Spider-Man 41, first appearance of the Rhino, really nice grade, 6.0. Bought this raw a few months back, can't remember, £350. Didn't expect a 6, I thought it was going to be a bit more mid than that, more like a 5 or a 4.5, so Matt's done a great job on that press, got me a decent grade, definitely one, that's a keeper, so definitely going to keep that. What I've also got, so I'll do the ones that I didn't get to. So I'm in some ways I'm a bit more excited about these because they're not going to be 9.8s, and that 9.8 thing does my head in a little bit. I tend, if I want a book in a 9.8, I tend to buy it in a 9.8. So these are never going to be. So I'm kind of almost going to be happy with any grade I get on these. So which one's this one? Oh, that's a Captain Britain. Yeah, so it's Captain Britain number 1. It's got the mask. It's got the blue label. Bought this off eBay years ago for about 40 quid. Maybe a bit more, can't remember. So let's see what Magic Matt let's see what Magic Matt has done. 7.5, that's a good grade. Happy with that. Really happy with that. And I believe this is the new magazine case. You can see the mask there just hanging out there. So yeah, that's cool. Captain Britain, one for the personal collection, not for resale, nothing like that. Lovely blue label, everything says it should be, so That's cool, and no bits of plastic or pubes. Always a good one from CGC. Then this next one, have I got any more? I think it's just this last one that's a surprise. Then I'll go through a few bits that I've bought. So this next one is the UK first appearance of Wolverine. So it's Mighty World of Marvel 198. Probably as close as I'm going to get to the first appearance of Wolverine. I actually think this is a pretty cool book. I mean, I like niche books, so as anyone who's watched any of my videos knows that I don't tend to buy the really, really mainstream stuff, although I still occasionally do, but it's not really my thing. So I actually quite like this. Presents pretty well. No idea what the grade's going to be. Yeah, I couldn't even guess with these UK ones. So that's a 7. So that's good. Imagine a 7 in a Hulk 181. What would that cost? Don't know, 5 grand, something like that. I don't know. I bought this for, again, 30 or 40 pounds off of eBay. So can't complain with that. Really nice. I've got the cover. I actually love these large format books. So yeah, really cool. Cheers, Matt. Cheers, Matt. I am diamond hard on the UK ones, so you were sort of 2 fifths right. Then other stuff I bought, which I've just bought. These are not sort of surprise grades or anything. I buy some books just out of nostalgia, like stuff that I used to buy when I was much younger, off the stand. So I just look at them and think, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll pick it up. So this first one is Man of Steel, Superman Man of Steel 18, first appearance of Doomsday in a 9.8. This is not a rare book by any means. There are I've got my little notes here. 2,271 of those on the CGC census in a 9.8. Fewer than there are of Ultimate Fallout 4 first print, as an aside. But still pretty cool little book, so I'm alright with that. So this one, oh mate, so this is a Fantastic Four 51, 1966, first appearance of the Negative Zone. So a neat little quadrology for my other FF 48, 49, 50. Unfortunately, this one got really smashed up by Stackery, so it's gonna need a reholder. Book itself is fine, hasn't been damaged. The case sort of held up, but it's cracked to hell. So need to sort that one out at some point. Really disappointed when I opened that from Stackery, to be honest. But to be fair to them, they refunded me pretty much straight away, gave me a credit, took it on the chin. So, I mean, I can complain because I would rather it didn't happen, but at least they did the right thing and sorted it out. Next on, so these are kind of in no particular order. Everyone knows I love an Alpha Flight book. Again, sort of niche-ish things that people nobody else wants to buy. So this is Alpha Flight 33, first appearance of Lady Deathstrike in a 9.8. And this one, if I remember rightly, I've got my notes. This one is, where's it gone? Alpha Flight 33, 411 on the census of this one. So not many. Would I sell that? I don't know. If it got really, really hot, if there was an X-Men movie or something, I might sell it. Another Alpha Flight, number 32, right? So this is the first appearance of Heather Hudson as Vindicator, I think she was called. So James McDonald's wife took on the mantle, the costume of Guardian. I think she called herself Vindicator, if my memory serves me right. This is a bloody ghost. 16 copies on the census. And look at that, Mike Mignola, amazing cover. I didn't used to like Mike Mignola when I was a kid, but his artwork is amazing, and I would love to get a signed book by him. Next one, what have I got here? But next one, this is one I never thought I'd own in a lot of ways, because I never thought I'd be able to justify buying it. But with what's happened to the market, prices have come down. This was once a kind of $1,200-ish book. I got this for $6.50. Valiant book, Harbinger #1, first appearance of the Harbinger team, a variety of characters, and there are, on the census, where we've got 519 of these on the census in a 9.8. So really happy with that. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I've got a reasonably large Valiant pre-Unity CGC collection, and that's one of the final bits of the jigsaw in that, in terms of that collection. So then the final book, I think it's the final one, probably is. So Ultimate Fallout 4, Pichelli second print, first appearance of Miles Morales. Not a massively rare book. In a 9.8 there are, what's this, 1,216. So about a third as many on the census as there are first prints. There's about 3,500-ish UF4 first prints on the census. That is not a rare book. Personally, I think the value of that's coming down. It might go back up again at one point, but anyone paying high dollar for it, I personally would hold, but you know, everyone's mileage varies, right? So nearly there, nearly there. That's my coaster going for a little journey. Then what I also bought, because it's just like cool, well, you know, who cares what I think's cool, right? But coffee table books. So these books are the E. Gerber photo journal books. I think they came out in about 1986, 87, and this is volume 3 in the E. Gerber books, but it's the Marvel A to J, and this has got every cover between 1960, let me have a look, 1961 and 1986. So I heard about these on another YouTuber's channel. I've got to get that. It just sounds cool, because these, again, predates the internet. So once upon a time, not everybody knew what every cover would look like. It's easy now, you just look it up on Google or whatever. So this is a real kind of Bible of every cover Marvel produced between 1962, I think I said, and 1986. Really nice. Just, you know, cheap. I think I paid $30 for this one and the volume 4, which is K to Z. And it's just, again, it's got every cover in that range of years. It's just a cool little book. You know, once upon a time, where else would you be able to find what every single cover looked like? You just couldn't do it. So they would not expect, it was not an expensive buy. Like I say, I was just got curious about it because somebody mentioned it on their other YouTube video, so I thought, why not, I'll buy it. So yeah, really neat. Put them out on the coffee table. Nobody cares other than me. Doesn't really matter, does it? So that's why we buy comics, because nobody cares other than us. So yeah, it took me a while to get this video done. Like I say, this is take 2 because I got interrupted yesterday. I've got a bunch of stuff loading up in my stackery that I've bought, which I guess I'm probably not going to see for another 2 to 3 weeks. But again, to me, some really nice stuff. Few niche bits, few potentially, you know, hot books, or whatever you call them, spec books. Although I don't buy them for spec. I'll probably never sell them. But yeah, I'll look forward to doing that one, because I've got some quite nice. I think I've got some quite nice things there. Love to know what you know about what you feel about the video in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'm now going to go and chill after my emergency yesterday and have a few beers. Take it easy. Cheers all.